Is homeschooling hard? Girl, yes, it is. It's hard. It's parenting with subjects. But guess what? We can do hard things. I'll tell you how. Welcome back to my channel. I am Cherie Lynette. If you are new here, hello. So today we are going to be jumping into a conversation that I have had multiple times where people have asked me, is homeschooling hard? And for me, it's always just like a funny question because if you've watched any of my other videos, you know that all I ever say is homeschooling is parenting with subjects. So if I ask you, is being a parent hard? Answer is yes. So is homeschooling hard? Yes, because it's just parenting. It's parenting with math and science and history. Of course it's hard because you're raising people, but it feels harder for a few reasons. And if you can navigate these reasons, then it will make it feel a lot easier on you and not so challenging. Now, we know anything worth doing is not always going to be easy. I don't know anything in life that I've truly worked for that just like fell into my lap. And there's an accomplishment in like showing my children that I can do hard things. So even just entering into this with that mindset and showing your children that yes, I can do hard things, you can do hard things, that in itself is going to be a game changer for you. Now, I talked about this last week in my video about people not agreeing with your decision to homeschool. If you didn't see that, then go ahead and check it out. But that is one of the reasons why homeschooling can feel more challenging and hard to people is because they're carrying the weight of other people's opinions and judgments on them that you don't necessarily have to carry when you don't homeschool. Now, everybody has an opinion and they judge how somebody else parents, but it's a whole nother level when you homeschool because people do feel more entitled to say things to you or offer their opinions. So it can make it feel harder. So if you are going through that and having to navigate that, make sure you watch this video I posted about this last week, and this will help make that part of your process a lot easier. Another reason that homeschooling can feel very hard is time management. Now, this is something that is going to be fluid, and I'm going to be real with you. I am working on my new school year right now, and I am trying to figure out my time management. And it's coming up with a routine that works for you as mom, for your kids, for your sanity, for the house, trying to balance like keeping the house clean, doing lessons, getting the kids to their activities, their socialization things. If you try to have any type of life for yourself, which is very important for me to make sure I carve out like a little bit of the world for me, because these kids are going to leave one day and I don't want to just be sitting here like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? So for me, it's making time to shoot my videos and edit content, and I make content for brands. And so trying to map out a schedule and a routine that works for our family where I'm not burnt out, where the kids aren't stressed out, that can be challenging because they're with you all the time. A lot of this is just experiment, give yourself grace, and do not be afraid to think outside of the box. So for example, we usually do school Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We've been doing that for years, and this week I just made the decision that we are going to start doing school Sunday through Wednesday. It just makes more sense with my kids' activities. It gives me days to shoot my content and deal with any work that I have going on. I'm not feeling like I'm trying to like squeeze everything into the week or certain days. And then I need my time to just like be. I need time to read. I need time to listen to music. I need time to like not be on. It is very, very crucial that I do not put myself in a position of burnout where I'm constantly homeschooling, doing lessons, cleaning the house, working, editing, just nonstop. Like, no, your schedule feels chaotic. It's going to make this experience feel a little bit harder. So if it is feeling chaotic, I want you to sit down and I want you to look at your schedule, your kid's schedule, your husband's schedule, whatever it is. And I want you to play around with times and days and figure out a routine that works best for you. And you may have to keep tweaking it. I literally just decided to change our days this week. I can't say it's locked in. Like, we're going to try it next week. I'm going to see how it goes, and then we're going to go from there. You want to create like a core schedule where it doesn't feel like your days are running you. You want to be running your days. Another reason why your homeschooling can be feeling really hard is because, I'll be honest with you, it's probably boring. Like, I want you to ask yourself, would you want to go to your school? Would you want to go do the lessons that you're doing with your kids? And I'm not saying y'all have to do the most like me, because y'all know I'm extra and I love it. But I also do try to take in the fact that like learning should be an experience. And if this isn't an experience that you want to do, if your lessons just feel like torture for you and torture for your kids, well, it's gonna feel harder. There has to be some way that you can make it more fun or liven it up. Now, if you just at the top of my head are like, I have this curriculum, it's not fun, we hate it, we power through it, then at least make something fun, like the dessert at the end. What are you going to do when you're done for the day? Give yourself something to look forward to. What do your kids get excited about? And it doesn't have to be extravagant, and it doesn't have to be expensive, but it has to be something where it's like you give yourself something to look forward to, because nobody wants to spend their days just miserable, like powering through. And you don't want to teach your kids like that's the life that they should like expect to live. Like, I'm going to grow up and I'm just going to power through my days, because life is meant to be lived. Life is meant to be enjoyed. And with homeschooling, you get the freedom to create a life that you enjoy. So make sure you're taking advantage of that, and stay tuned, because I will be shooting a video on how to do that. Another reason why homeschooling can feel really hard is, are you comparing yourself to other moms? Homeschool moms. Now, I always say beware the compare. And it is very, very easy and tricky to be on Instagram, to be on TikTok, to be on whatever, and like see what other moms are doing and start comparing what they're doing to what you're doing. And it affects you mentally. You have to be very careful. I was just talking to my husband about this, because I love watching aspirational content. I love watching people win. I love watching people have. But it's a slippery slope sometimes, because one of my dreams is, as the kids get older, is that we get to travel the world and do school, just going to visit all these places. And when I'm watching people give their kids these experiences, and I haven't given my kids these experiences yet, you can easily, I start to feel bad. Like, oh gosh, I keep saying I'm going to do this and we just haven't done it, and it's never a right time, and the business is this, and so you have to be very careful, because that can make you not enjoy what you're doing. Aspirational can become depressing really quick. So I'm very cognizant of when I start feeling bad watching things. Even though this person's not making me feel bad, they're just sharing their great life, and I love it and I'm happy for them. If it starts making me feel like I'm not doing enough, then I know, okay, I need to stop watching this right now. Maybe I'm just in a mood today, or whatever it is. I don't need to be seeing it, because it's affecting my mood, it's affecting my energy, and it's not helpful for me. So if you're comparing yourselves because maybe you want our homeschool experience to be another way, or you see this mom and she looks like she's just killing it and she's doing everything, you have to be so careful, because you have to remember we're all in different seasons. The things that I'm able to do now, there's no way I could have done when my kids were like 4 and 5. They're older now. They're not really bothered with me as much. Sometimes I have to pull them out of their rooms just to see them if we don't have school that day. So it's easy for me to cook from scratch now. And it's easy for me to do all of these things because I have a lot more time on my hands that I just didn't have when they were little and they were just like under me and with me all the time. So don't make your homeschool experience harder by like looking over the fence at another mom or on Instagram and like, oh my gosh, she's doing this and she's doing that. And please don't ever look at my life like that, because again, my kids are older. I'm in a different season. I am home with them all the time. My husband runs our business most of the time. So like I am in a place where I can do things that somebody else may not be able to do. And some moms are in a place where they're not cleaning their house like I am. They're not cooking their meals like I'm. They're paying somebody else to do it. So they have more time and freedom to do things that I can't do. But I don't let that make my season feel harder. And I don't want you to either. So I guess to sum up this video, is homeschooling hard? Yes. It is. It is amazingly hard and satisfying and joyous and frustrating and all of the above. It's just like anything else. Marriage is hard. Raising children is hard. Homeschooling is hard. But like I said in the beginning of this video, we can do hard things. Just because it's hard doesn't mean it's not doable. And just because it's hard doesn't mean we can't figure it out. Keep challenging yourself and keep growing. And that's it. As always, thank you so much for watching this video. If this was helpful for you, make sure you like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments any other videos or topics that you guys would like for me to cover. And I will see you next week. Bye-bye.